Okay, so in this tutorial we're just going to look at making a very simple boot. So I'm going to go Shift S, cursor to selected, and I'm going to add a plane and press S and scale it all the way down and go into wireframe mode, and edit mode is going to delete one of these vertices. I'm going to try and keep this nice and simple. So let's put 2 here at the back, and then we're just going to kind of trace, let's turn that off, trace this around. So I'm going to press E. I can make a face out of them, and then I'm going to go forward on this side and forward on that side, and fill that in. And then I'm going to go forward here and here, and the same over here, 1 and 2. We'll fill that one in, and that one in. So if we look at this, that's our shoe. So I'm just going to lift it all slightly, and I'm going to extrude it on the Z-axis upwards. And that's me in solid mode. So I'm going to delete that. That's the inside. But I'm going to leave this one here on the outside. And then from here, I'm going to select these two, and I'm going to extrude forward and reposition that and that, but also from the side, bring them down so that they are at the same height now as the rest of the heel. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and then do the same over here, 1, 2. Let's fill this in as I go, and 1, 2. And fill this one in. And then finally, extrude, extrude, and F. So that's my boot. Now I'm going to select my circumference here, or my outside. I don't want these in the middle, so I'm going to go to Edge Select and deselect all of these. So it's just the outside I want. And I'm going to extrude this upwards on Z. And that's sort of the base of my shoe, or my boot. I'm going to extrude again, press Escape, and then scale inwards. If I look from the top here, I can scale on X a little bit more. And that's not too bad. And then I can scale upwards. Now once I have that sort of made, once I have that decided upon, I'm just going to hide this. I can, the rest of this is, shoe design. So how do I want this boot to look once I've got sort of the footprint made? Now obviously you could make a shoe that doesn't have a hard sole or all sorts of other design decisions, but for what we've got here, we'll run with this. So I'm going to add a subsurface modifier. You can see that it's kind of buckled a little bit there, so let's see what we can do to fix that. So we'll press A. I'm just going to flip the normals first of all, so recalculate outside. I'm going to press Control or and put a loop cut in here, and again here, and I need to put in one here. Now you can see, press 5, I've got some issues at this area here. I need a loop cut here to make that a bit more pronounced, that where the sole or the heel starts, and then I'm going to take the whole thing and go mesh, shade smooth, that's what I'm looking for, there we go. Okay, so that's sort of our starting point for our shoe, and then thereafter it's just about design. So I'm just going to make this sort of a generic sort of boot. So I'm going to take these two, which is sort of the front, and I'm going to extrude up and back, and then it's going to go up here And this is sort of like the tongue of the shoe. Okay, so it's going to be there. And you can see here from the top that it is not in the correct position. So if I go to wireframe and select that and that and that. If I turn on proportional editing, I can go GX and reposition this. The same here. Okay, and I might just bring that a little bit more there. Okay, so that's the kind of the basic shape of the tongue of the shoe. I'll do the heel now, so I'm going to select the heel, press C and deselect all of that. I'm going to extrude this upwards, and I'm going to scale it out a little bit. Move it back, extrude it up again, and again we can scale it out just a little, and then I'm going to extrude up and scale it in. So that's going to be sort of the heel of my boot. Now I will want this and this and this with this turned on to go GX. I want this to kind of curve in a bit. I want to do the same over here with these three. 1, 2, 3. And G and X. Bring them in a bit. And then I'll want this and this and this and that one. Hang on, that and that. And I'm going to go G, Y and move these back a bit. Okay. So now it's about having to make this work as a boot. So I'm going to turn this off for a second and move this in, move that in, that in. Okay. And actually I think these two can go back out. And then I'm going to take these three and I'm going to extrude them once and then twice. I'm going to do the same on this side and take these three, 1, 2, 3, and extrude up and then in. Oops. And we're going to try and match these if we can. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not a perfect match. So what I actually want to happen here is, if I look from the top, I'll just move this a little bit. I want this to go like this. I want it to extrude kind of over this, and then we'll bridge edge loop there. So this is meant to be sort of almost underneath the sides of the shoe. I'm going to do the same with this, and I think I'll probably need to extrude this one more time. So I'll extrude it kind of over, and oops. Now you can see here I need more geometry here, so I'm going to drop that down a bit. And then from the top I can move that to there, there, and there. And I can do pretty much the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Edge and bridge edge loop. And now I'm going to take this one and extrude up and over, and we're going to go 2, 3, 4. That's a face. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And we're going to do the same with this one from the front. So extrude it up and then to here and then sort of to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if you want to get fancy and put shoelaces in, you can do all that, but we're not doing them now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to join these 4 together as a face, which kind of looks like I've got internal geometry. And I suppose in some respects I do. So what I want is, just let me actually take those 2 there, and I'm going to delete that. So I want these 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 to go there. And then I want to take these 2, extrude them downwards, and scale them in, and then join that to here. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the same on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, we're going to pull these together in a minute and make it look a little bit better. And then it's a matter of taste after that. Do I want a rounded toe or a pointy toe to my shoe? And that's we can kind of decide that later. We just basically want a basic shape at this stage. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to stick a triangle there. Oops, 1, 2, 3. And extrude this up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I could add extra geometry here and get rid of that. I could do that, and then I don't have triangles. Cool. And now I just need to kind of join this here, and then we're nearly done. Now you can see it's far from realistic, but that's not too bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put that in as a face. And we definitely have, if I select that there, I'm just going to go GZ and lower it down. We are missing geometry over here, so I'm going to add another loop cut there. So we can kind of join things up a little bit better. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Add in a face, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's perfectly fine to add in a triangle there. And we'll do the same here. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I've got that wrong. That was the wrong one. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a face. And then 1, 2, 3. Facing there. Okay. And now it's just a matter of sort of making this all join together. So we have this here. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the same on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to fill in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then finally 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So far from beautiful, but I can take these 2 here, and I can go SX. Yep. Let's turn this on actually, and I can pull that in there. I can do the same here. 1, 2. Okay, and then we can do all sorts of things after that. So let's just, I'm going to delete this for now. We can come back and work on like a tongue for the shoe. Press A, can go mesh, normals, recalculate outside, and we'll leave it like that for now. Actually, we'll do a very quick vert count on top of this, and we have 14, which is not bad. And if we merge these, so I go 1, 2, Alt M, merge at center, Alt M, merge at center, then we have 12. So let's move this down here. Scale it up a little bit. We can make it fit. So let's scale that. And scale that. And scale that. Okay, and take that and scale that on X. Okay. So I'm going to join these together now. Control J. And then I can join the bottom of this, which is 12, with that, and I can go edge, bridge edge loop, and it's not diabolical. Okay, so we have a penguin-like cartoon character. And I'm just going to stop there, and then the next one we're going to look at a bit more detail.